Hey guys, so let's talk about that Pokemon Direct. This morning, as I'm recording this, there was a Pokemon Direct talking about a couple of topics. So one was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX seems to be a remake of some old game, an older Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game that I have never played and I have zero thoughts about the matter. I guess it looks fine. Actually, I kind of dig the art direction of the game. It looks fun. It looks fun enough, but yeah, I probably won't get it, to be honest. The big thing though about this Direct is the Sword and Shield expansion pass. So that's the big piece of news here. So the expansion pass is going to be adding two new areas, the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. So I never streamed it or talked about it that much, but I do really like Pokemon Sword and Shield. I never grew up as a Pokemon fan, but Sword and Shield were both really fun, great games that I definitely recommend playing. I played the Sword version, and I was a little sad when it ended, actually. I didn't want the game to be over, if that makes any sense. So it was really cool to see this Direct and that they're announcing this DLC, a proper DLC, where you get to basically continue the adventure in these two new regions. Apart from Kubfu and what's this other Pokemon called? Calyrex. So aside from those two cool Pokemon, there's these two new areas, so the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, which are new, unique areas. Something I really like is that both of them are going to be seamless maps with controllable camera, like the wild area was in the base game of Sword and Shield. The wild area is probably my favorite area to explore, and I kind of wish that all the routes between areas or between towns were created in the style of the wild area, because I'm fine with the towns being sort of isolated fixed camera areas or whatever like that. I just wish that the space between the towns was a little more interesting, because the wild area between the first train stop and Motostoke and then to Hammerlock were both really cool areas to go and explore, and you could just basically procrastinate and take as much time exploring as you wanted. Whereas the other routes, which were more traditional Pokemon routes, were really just like narrow linear paths that you had to follow and were just not as fun to explore. In my opinion, it felt like just doing my chores before I get to go to the next area. With the exception of the Glimwood Forest, that's probably the only route that I was like having a lot of fun exploring. But yeah, otherwise the rest of this the rest of the routes were kind of just like meh. Except for the wild area, which was a really big highlight, and there was a lot of fun stuff you could do. So it's cool that they're adding more explorable quote-unquote wild areas for this DLC. Both these seamless maps are going to be a lot of fun to explore, and there's going to be a lot more stuff to do, especially with like the added features in the Pokemon dens and stuff like that. The story elements seem like cool enough that you got this mentor guy, Mustard. Such a weird, terrible name. There's something called tutor moves. I'm not sure if that's going to be similar to like the Z or Z moves from previous games. Yeah, I don't know. It could be cool. But mostly I'm just looking forward to being able to take my party that I spent so many hours leveling up and being able to kind of continue the adventure in these new regions. I'm looking forward to it. Isle of Armor comes out in June, then Crown Tundra comes out later in the year in the fall, apparently. You can definitely tell that Crown Tundra is not as far in development because almost everything they had to show for that was concept art, whereas they were actually able to show game footage for Isle of Armor. So you could definitely tell that is less far along in development. But hey, I'm okay with it if they just have it announced, right? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm definitely going to get it. I'm going to have to end up spending $60 because it's $30 for the pass for each version, and so that kind of bites. But that's how it goes. But it should be fun. $30 is not that much, especially considering the amount of content it looks like we're getting. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to make a video about this because I don't want to just make a video just because, but I'm genuinely excited about this DLC. It looks really great. Couldn't really care less about the Mystery Dungeon thing. I'm sorry to people who like the game. I guess it just looks fine. I don't know. But this DLC should be a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks guys for watching this little quick recap video. If you want to hear some more in-depth thoughts, I guess, my pal Game Over Jesse, I was on a video of his. We talked for like a couple hours on the stream. about this and gave our thoughts. It was him, myself, and our pal Rick. You may know him as RMFH. Three of us had like a little quick discussion about the DLC. Jesse noted some potential Zelda references that we actually didn't see eye to eye on in the video. Nothing heated. There was no drama or anything. We just didn't 100% agree on the validity of it, we'll say, but we're all good friends and open-minded people, so don't worry, there's no tea to spill here. But yeah, otherwise, thanks guys for watching this video. Go check out that video if you want to see more Pokemon related stuff. Otherwise, I guess just stay tuned here for whatever the hell else I make in a video. Yeah, bye!